Welcome back. I'm Paul, and today I have my assistant with me again. Your name is?
Alyssa.
And it's Sunday, so it's time to go through the 12-pound barrel. If you watched last week, you'll remember that we had an issue with the rubber gasket getting a hole in it where the bolt is. So we contacted Lowertone, and we got a new one, and we're ready to put it in this week. They got it to us in like 3 or 4 days, so I was really happy with that. But after I was done on my video last week, I went to the parts store and I got some patches for a tire. So I put some patches on the rubber gasket that had a hole in it, and we ran it, and it worked out well. I haven't even looked at it yet, so we'll see how well that gasket held up, so you could use that for future reference if you ever have an issue. Oh, look at that. The patch. I did a double patch. I have a patch on this side, and then I also have I took it off and I put a patch on the inside. It looks like it held up really nice. I was thinking the inside one here was probably going to get worn off, but it didn't. So, if you're wondering on that, a tire patch does the trick. That's good to know. Got an extra spare that way. So, let's take a look at these rocks. The slurry's got a golden brown look to it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Alyssa?
Ready?
All right.
I think that's enough for now.
Oh, okay, we'll rinse those off, right? Then we'll put them in the bucket.
There's some of my favorites. There's lots of my favorites in there.
What are your favorites?
These ones and
Do you know what they are?
this is rose quartz.
Right, rose quartz, very good. That's right.
And this one I don't really know about it. Anyways.
It's amethyst.
Amethyst.
Yeah, those are Alyssa's favorites. So that's what our first basket looks like. We've got a lot of rose quartz and amethyst and some petrified wood. I see some blue tiger eye there. We got a lot of cool stuff in here to look at today, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Alyssa hasn't been helping me lately. She's been busy girl.
Yeah.
Maybe as the weather cools off, we'll have more assistant time.
Ooh, a heart. Hardy.
Yeah, look at that.
It's kind of hardy.
Hardy.
Right here.
Go ahead and throw it in whenever you're ready. You can hold on to it. Let's look at our next basket.
Kind of cool, but I don't know what angle. But anyways.
Right.
I don't really know what angle.
It's okay. We'll rinse these ones off and see what you can put it in there. Yep. All right, here we go. A little water gets sprayed here. You'll dry, right?
Yeah, I know. It always happens.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, here we go. Let me hold the handle. We've got some more. We got some more tiger eye and some more rose quartz and amethyst, more petrified wood. Now we'll done here.
All right. I'll get that.
Yep, just like that. All right. One more basket.
Might need a little more water, but anyways.
Rinse that out better in a little bit.
But there's also a couple more in there.
It's fine. And there's the last basket load. More amethyst and some petrified wood. And
there's a lot of these.
Some blue tiger eye. All right. Thank you. All right, we'll go through these and see what's ready to move on to the next stage. And we got some neat stuff to put in the barrel this week, as long as we have some room. And we've got a new piece of equipment that we got in the shop that we'll be able to take a look at. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, we've gone through everything. And we've got all this stuff coming out this week. We've got a couple of really cool pieces of amethyst. One's like a big, thick slab. We might try to do something with it, but I'm unsure yet. We've got a big piece of our polychrome jasper that's ready to come out. That one's really cool. Another piece of polychrome. We've got this, I don't know what this is, if it's just like chalcedony or if it's just quartz or what it is. I'll have to do a little bit more looking on that. I'm not sure on that. And we've got a couple pieces of rose quartz and some amethyst and a couple pieces of petrified wood. So all that stuff is coming out, moving on to the next stage. And now that we've got a new saw, I'm going to start going through things that have big flaws. And I'm just going to hold this stuff out, and sometime throughout the week I'll get the saw out, and we will cut those. So we can cut the flaws out so that way they remove them faster with the saw, obviously, than just tumbling them all for many, many, many weeks. So this is a piece that we found on a landscaping. It's got some cool bands. It's starting to come together pretty nice. There's just a few little flaws left.
Yeah.
So that'll go back in.
This one is really nice.
Yeah. And then we've got our petrified wood.
It's really looking really nice.
It is looking nice, isn't it?
But only there's a few more flaws, like
Right.
1 or 2.
And then here's the other piece of petrified wood. These two I'm hoping just turn out really awesome. I've got high hopes for them. So we're going to tumble them for a while, but
there's a real good flaw.
right. We might go for a little while on that. We might end up trying to cut that off, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And then we've got our piece of super white quartz. It's got a little dirty spot right there. And like I said last week, we might not get rid of that, but there is a little ding right here and a little ding right there that I'm hoping we can tumble those out. And then when they're pretty well gone, we will move it to the next stage. And then we have our rainbow petrified wood from Arizona. And I'm undecided on this one yet too. I might cut some of the flaws off to move it along faster, but I'm not there this week yet. We're just getting our things settled up. So last week, I pulled out, well, I had another piece of that Arizona petrified wood, and I cut it all up, and we're going to put that in the barrel just to get it rolling. I had a big piece left, and I didn't know if I wanted to roll it in one big piece or if I wanted to cut it up. And I've decided to cut it up because I've already got 2 really big pieces.
This one is kind of smooth at the top, but anyways,
Yep.
It's like a rocket ship.
All of these pieces of amethyst are the ones I pulled out like 2 weeks ago, and I cut all the flaws off on the saw, so now we just have to round the edges of where the cuts are. So those are
really neat amethyst.
Right. All the cuts just have to be rounded off, and then they should move along a lot quicker now that we cut all the flaws off.
Alright,
So that's all those. Yep, go ahead and put them in. All right, and I think that's probably going to be enough rock. We did get some crazy lace this week that we were going to put some of this in the barrel, but we didn't pull enough stuff out. So I think we'll probably wait till next week to start putting some of the crazy lace in.
I'll show you one.
Yeah, she'll show you what it looks like wet. Right, we got to get the bands in there. Oh, that was not a good one. We'll take a look at one that's got a lot of... Here you go. Get this one wet. On the crazy lace, you can see all the cool bands. They have it all over on them.
I'll get
Right.
another one.
Nope, that's enough right now. We're going to dump a little bit of water out of our barrel here.
Alright. Looks like...
Okay. So that's about the right amount of water. Actually, you know what? We're going to put a few. Go ahead and throw a few of those in there. We've got more room now the water's out. Do a couple more. Get us to 2/3 to 3/4. That handful. That'll be enough. That'll be good. Thank you, Alyssa.
Alright.
And then, we didn't bring our grit over here, but how much grit did we get? You stay there.
13 scoops, but
Yeah.
we call it 14.
We had overfold scoops, so
Yeah.
we've got our 14 tablespoons of our 4670 grit.
Can I pour it in?
Yep. Make sure you get it in the bucket. Perfect.
I'll get that.
And this is the lid that got the hole in it, and I've got the tire patch on the inside and the tire patch on the outside, and it really held up nice. And I've actually heard some guys say that they'll put a tire patch on the inside of their lid when they're brand new just so they last longer, but I didn't do that on this new one because I've got our brand new one on. So this one lasted just about a year. So I think I've got another brand new one sitting there. I may end up putting a patch on it, but we'll keep that one for a spare. And we're ready to put our lid on. I might just put another shot of water in there. I dumped a little bit too much out.
Yeah, I think you dumped a little bit too much out.
All right, and that's what we've got going in the barrel this week and what came out. But we're going to be back in 1 second. We're going to move our stuff off of here, and we're going to take a look at the new saw that we got. All right, I decided it was going to be easier to handhold the camera because to move it around easier. So this is the saw that we got. It's an old, I don't even know what brand it is. He told me it has an 8-inch blade, and it has the vise that you can clamp your rocks in to help cut slabs. And it is currently on a wooden base. That's how he made it. And basically, we were just getting the motor in the saw, and we are going to work on, I might put a video together. I'm going to build a base for it out of steel and put a switch on it because right now it plugs and unplugs. And so we just want to take a little look at the saw we're running with. And now that we have a bigger saw, we'll be able to cut some bigger rocks, and it should help us, well, we'll be able to cut bigger rocks for when we get our vibratory lap, or flat lap, for doing polishing the faces of things. So we were just going to take a look at our saw quick today, and that's about all it is. So there's going to be some new videos coming out with setting this saw up and cleaning it up and building a base for it so it has better adjustment for the motor. Right now, the motor is mounted on a hinge, and then there's some bolts there that you tighten them and it pulls the motor back and it tensions the belt. But I'll probably make a steel frame that has adjustment screws on the back to pull the motor back to tighten the belt, and we might modify a few other little things. But I used it yesterday and it works really well. I can use it in the garage and it doesn't spray a lot of water. So there'll be more videos coming up with that kind of stuff. So if you like this kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And we'll have things coming up with cutting stuff, and we'll have things coming up with the new vibratory flat lap when we get that. Thanks for watching.